Wagwan, welcome back to the Bold Pot. Check it. All right, so we making reverse seared jerk steak. Okay, it's a beautiful piece of meat right here. Great marbling. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dry brine it. All sides, heavy salt, more salt than you think you're gonna need. High blood pressure salt. Okay, because what's gonna happen is, boom, you see the moisture from inside the steak is gonna leach the salt from the top and gonna start getting reabsorbed into the steak, and then after a while, this is what you get. A lot of the salt gets absorbed into the steak back with the moisture that came from the steak. From here, you just rinse it off, and then you're gonna pat it dry as best as possible. Get rid of a lot of that moisture. So now we're gonna tie up the steak with some butcher's twine, try to keep it together so that that spinalis at the top there doesn't separate during the cooking process. Here we go, the star of the show. This is that jerk seasoning that I made in the last video. I will link it, of course. You can check it out. And then same thing, you're gonna rub all sides, top, bottom, all the sides, everywhere. And then we're gonna go from there.
This is holy war. I wet y'all all with the holy water. Spray from the heck law. Catch order. Medic on the...
From here, we're off to a 215 degree oven to cook for about, let's say, 2.5 hours. And at the end of that process, we're going to look like this. That time will change depending on how you want your internal. This was about 133 to 135 degrees. But if you want it less than that, because it's going to raise a little bit in the searing process, then you do less time. Okay, so here what we're going to do is we're going to use some shallots to flavor the oil that we're going to sear the steak in. Once everything is properly seared, we're going to get that butter in there. You know the deal from here if you've cooked steak before. It's butter, it's garlic, it's fresh herbs if you got them. I'm using thyme in this case. And we're going to let that sizzle for a bit, top the steak with all the stuff that we just put in there, and then it is basting time.
I'm from the murder capital, where we murder for capital. You see.
Now I'm gonna separate the spinalis from the rest of the steak. This is, I mean, it's my favorite part of the steak. That piece right there that I'm gonna show you right now. Yeah, this, oh my God. It is so tender, moist, juicy, everything. But anyway, that's for meat later. Now we're gonna slice this up and do what it do. Please remember, like and subscribe. It helps me a ton. Thank you guys so much. Later.
Bumping brown sugar by D'Angelo in Los Angeles, like an evangelist. I can introduce you to Jamaica, bring you closer to nature. Ashes after they cremate you bastards. Hope you've been reading your psalms and chapters, paying your tithes, being good Catholics. I'm coming. You see. This is holy war. I wet y'all all with the holy water. Spray from the heck law. Catch order. Medic on the static. Shall cease to exist like a sabbatical. I throw a couple at you, take 6. Spread love to all of my dead thugs. I pour out a little love. church. Like Don Bishop, the fifth of Palm Clock Eva.